what came from Canada. From Mark to Todd staff, here's a little something as a token of appreciation for great service. Not one, not two, not 3 or 4, but 5 packs of Screech coffee. Ah, boy, is this good. With a little bit of rum flavor. It's not for you! Is it, Mark? Isn't it just for me? No, he said for everybody. Even Jonathan, who's busy sipping his something.
Energy drink.
See, they have coffee in the morning, but I drink coffee all day. And I want to share with you the differences between Star Trek Pro and Star Trek Premium. The peanut gallery is not helping. Anyway, at first glance, the Pro, you've seen, we've had quite a few of these passed through here. First, Stern game to be all LED'd, which was a great idea. See, all the jewels are different colors with white LEDs underneath them. And only the medallions here are multicolor. So in other words, they change colors. The computer can change colors as it sees fit. They would be making noise. Beautiful game. The Enterprise moves, or the Vengeance moves. Not the Enterprise, the Vengeance moves. That would be a no-no because I'm going to show you the Enterprise on the other. Has the black armor on it. The black armor does not cover the flipper buttons. Look at that, look at that. All black here, but has this beautiful blue cut metal around our punch-it button. Cabinet's very nice. Red or blue tea molding artwork here. But right next to it, that's the Premium. Now, immediately you notice the artwork's different. Red body armor, stainless steel here. Beautiful, beautiful. And also, see, look, our apron lights up, different colors. But you know what else? Look, all the jewels are clear, every single one. And there's color LEDs that can shift and adjust to every single color that the game wants to put out. Dazzling light show. Look at the other differences. Notice here.
Unable to lock.
Oh, I bumped the flipper button. We have our asteroids that flash. They are cleverly, they have flash lamps built in that light our ship. Our ship can not only move up and down, but it can also crash. It can move everywhere. To make room for this, they had to step back the three-dimensional things in the back here. These are out further. That gives the Vengeance all full capabilities of spinning. And look, the Enterprise has been added. Isn't that nice? Other changes are a little hard to spot at first. We have our metal ramp here instead of the clear ramp. And this diverter. The VUC here has this piece that moves back and forth. So the ball can go in there and kick right back out, or that flap kicks up and it can convert it right into the ramp. Really nice. Frank, look at this one right here. They've also added this really nice set of chaser lights that go all the way to the top. These blue ones here, they just went out. There they are. Really, really nice stuff. Boy. Now, latest code, we just put them on both games. Now you can do that yourself. I believe it's up to 1.6. They both have the latest code, even though we just opened the boxes and they were new. That is a critical feature. Now, when you play this game, it's absolutely terrific. But this one adds so many more dimensions, including right here, Frank showed this hole, the laser projector's there, and that actually projects a moving star field onto the playfield when you get to 2 balls locked up. What happened to the balls? There it is. There it is. It found it. We were playing it earlier. Of course, just like the other game, select here. One of 6 missions. Of course, we want to try to get our balls locked up as quickly as we can. All right, we're locked. 2 places to lock. If you go up here, The drop target acts as your lock. And then the ball
One locked.
is delivered right back to you. Now look, lock your second ball up. Like so.
Two locked.
Here's our second ball. Now, let's get our third one.
Lit.
Our third ball is now officially locked. And there goes the, look at the light show, the laser light show. It's that sharp. Can you imagine how nice this would look in a dark room? That whole illusion is created right from this little projector right here in the front. Isn't that beautiful? Beautiful colors. Now remember, all of these lights all these jewels are clear. So the game is changing the colors. So whatever color it was. Isn't that beautiful? Beautiful, beautiful game. Let's do our warp shot.
Super jackpot!
Notwithstanding, game rules aren't still the same. We still have all these efforts to go through. My insolence. Do I have a lot of insolence in me? There's absolutely nothing at all wrong with this baby. Still, a hugely impressive machine.
Away team.
Still dazzling light shows, including the Vengeance. The Vengeance is shaken by a coil, sort of like the same way the coil is shaken in the game Attack from Mars, the spaceship and that. Very effective. By the way, both games have superior sound. See, Vengeance gives it a good shake, just like the other machines. I'll show you the mechanism. Notice back here, there's the coil that moves the Vengeance. You see it right there? And that's what kicks it and gives it all that activity. Now, this game, the Vengeance has more movements. See, we can do left and right, in and out. There's just a lot more movements here. Isn't that nice? And they've put a flash lamp right underneath the nose here that gives it a really cool effect. Really sharp. Now, electronics in the back are almost the same, but I need to point this out to you. They've added these 5 flash lamps for more effects in the back glass. See this board here? These are for the extra lamps and things. On the regular edition, this whole corner of the board is empty. They only use the top part of the board. So in this one, it uses the full board, and then this extra board is in it too. So there are just a few extra things in the machine that aren't in the other. It's back in. We should show it. He's anxious to get out of here. Yes, this customer has been waiting for this. Actually, let's show you right now. See, there. And then the corner here. So technically, you could probably retrofit this game and buy those boards and add stuff down the road if you wanted to. It would probably be difficult to populate the board because there's other stuff there, but you never know. One thing I did notice, though, these have rubber pieces. They're actually not just stuck on. Remember in the Data East games, it was just a corner projector stuck on. These are actually snapped into it. But this machine doesn't have them. I kind of wondered why. Now, the height difference is because we have the one on legs and this one isn't. I just thought that was a nice feature when you lower the head. Now, the other big difference is this uses the Chicago Gaming clips system. Do you remember Vacation, Chicago Games, and they had the lockdown bar locked down by that? But when you buy the deluxe edition, yes, you're paying a lot more money, but you get that wonderful lock bar. Gosh, that's a big difference. Especially when you work on the games, you want to slide the glass off quick. You're not unpopping the side pieces. Well, they're standing there waiting for me. I guess it's time we move on, Frank. Why don't we move on to another game and we'll let them get these loaded. And what are you working on?
I got a lot of projects I started and none finished yet.
Well, I see.
That's one of the ones I started.
Pole position. He's waiting on the new control panel overlay.
Yep.
So, this pole position, the guy has to have it by Easter, or you don't want it.
Oh, he might get it by Thanksgiving.
Cabinet is done, but the paint isn't. So Wallace has done basically the black work. So we're still working on the paint. We do have to change the monitor. Do you see the burn-in? It says game over. It won't do. So we have to change the television, don't we, Wallace?
Yeah, they had a lot of plays.
A lot of plays. We should call the people that we got it from and complain bitterly.
Yeah, tell them they burnt the screen.
All right. Here's part 2 of our video.
Wait a minute,
Isn't
Frank,
Wallace full of jokes?
you gotta get a close-up.
Everybody wants to see you. I love you.
Isn't he fun? Wallace, don't
We'd be out of business if it
you
wasn't
know
for
what
Wallace.
used to be right here?
Yeah, that Discotron.
Disco.
Discotron. That other one. Discotron.
You mean staying alive? Staying alive. You mean Discotron or Discotron? Oh, Frank
That's
is
close
rolling
enough.
his eyes. He's not happy. He's not. But look, the customer getting this Close Encounters is going to be darn happy. This, I can't believe we haven't sold more. We only have 15 sold. This is our 15th. I thought we sold more, Frank. It seems like we... Actually, remember, we get them traded back in, and we don't count it. That's right. Although this one isn't. We've had Close Encounters come back 2 or 3 times, and we clean them up and resell them. But then they're still treated as the same unit.
Counters of the third kind.
Yes? That's right. The digital version, there was mechanical versions of this too, Wallace. They made a boatload of these things. A boatload. Now this Close Encounters has stuff on it that we've never done before. Now who has just entered?
Yes, Walt.
Ah, Walt! Do you know he works full-time someplace else and then comes here for me to drive him nuts and hammer away at him?
Comes here.
Well, look, Tony said, Todd, we got to brighten this thing up. So he installed up here 6 LEDs underneath the metal. So we added that, and I thought that was a really nice upgrade. Also, this machine is our first machine with the super bright LEDs. The last one we went out had regulars, or we put color changes in here like we did before. And we decided to light this up with red. Oh, Walt, as soon as you're settled, the lights in the Arctic Thunders. The Arctic Thunder, we sold a pair of them. Now that's one hell of a machine for your house, but they're not quite ready for our video yet. Stephen had to work his magic on this. He was not a happy man because he had to repaint all the yellow in the cabinet, and boy was it a mess. The around the sides and such, but what a difference! Doesn't it look nice? Doesn't it look nice? Now, back here, we have the super bright LEDs here. We also recharged all the displays. We're going to make a video. You can charge these beautiful fluorescent lights displays so they're as good as new. Takes seconds, and it costs 0. All you need is a 12 volt or 9 volt. 12 volt. You actually hook up between the 2 last pins with the power off. You plug in a 12 volt charger. This could be
Unplug it from the harness, of course.
right. You unplug this. You hook up. We use alligator clips. He has just a little pack that charges your phone, but it has to be 12 volts. And you turn it on for how many seconds? 10?
10.
10
and then you
seconds?
flip it over and do it the other way.
You count 10, flip it, count 10. We'll do a video, but you can get these super bright again. Now, occasionally one will not, you brighten it up and then the next day it's dim again. That means that the tube is shot. And a brisk letter to the Futuba Corporation will go unanswered. They'll say after 35 years, we're done. Now look, we got a new connector from Docent Electronics. He makes these wonderful connectors. The old one, the guys are saying, there's no lights on the playfield. Every single pin had rotted out. People like it when I joke like this, Frank. I have 2 words for you, Frank, and they're not happy birthday.
You're fired?
Although we missed
See ya.
your birthday. No, you can't finish. We have
pick
to
up
finish the
the
video.
phone.
I didn't say that, Frank. You had to pick up the video. Franklin, come over here, young man. I said you have to finish the video.
Oh, and then I'm fired?
We missed his birthday.
Nobody cares. Nobody gives a shit about me.
I did send a thank you.
You didn't even say happy birthday to me on the day. You didn't even sit here with me for 12 hours that day. You didn't even say anything to me. Only one person did. One.
You know, I turned 60 in
It
the
was
fall.
Kurt. You know what happens when you turn 60? You just dig a hole in the ground and lay there and wait for death to come get you.
Okay, back to basics. New power supply. We always change the power supply. We always do. Brand new power supply. It runs nice and cool. Okay.
God, I hope you shock yourself.
Now, Frank, are you asking me to put in one of those stupid recording when I do that? I have the green screen. I can do it. Anyway, look. Battery is here that the customer can change down the road. Frank also did the jumper. We jumpered out that stupid tilt switch on the front door. It's very simple. It's simply a matter of running a jumper across these 2 wires up on the board behind here. And then that front door, that's this annoying, lousy switch here. When this switch is not touching fully, the game will not work. We get rid of that. You'll notice we put the free play button right here in the lock hole, so there's no holes drilled into the cabinet. Notice that this cabinet has never had a hole in the front door. Look at this coin door, it's like new. It's a beautiful machine. Beautiful condition. Our customer has been waiting for a while for this.
Doesn't that slam tilt cause waves in the display too
Yes.
sometimes? So if
Yes.
you
You
see
see a wave going through, and usually it means this connector's got rotted pins. But we get rid of that. In a customer's home, he does not need the trouble. Do you see how they put the red here and the white there? Isn't that nice? It's got the purple to help light the ship here, and the white for the top of the ship, and then your orange and purple down below. Isn't that a very nice color setup? Beautiful color setup. Basic gameplay, but what a terrific game. I saw Close Encounters of the Third Kind when it premiered down at the Boyd Movie House, which just got demolished. Philadelphia has demolished the last Art Deco movie house in Philadelphia. Just a crime, just an awful thing, and there's nothing we can do about it.
It's funny though, if you go over to Europe, you see many buildings that are hundreds of years old that don't get knocked down. It's a
That's
shame.
so sad. What is the ball?
Uh-huh.
You need that.
Yeah, you need some balls.
Listen, plastics are almost perfect in this. I think they are. We have our protectors around them too, and the color theme is just so perfect. It really is. I just wanted to show you something really neat. I always like the roto wheel here because you see you have 3 different possible shots. Now when you roll through these lanes, like the C will spot this outside lane. Obviously the A will spot here and B will here. So I'll get 10 times whatever is lit. Now look, the star will score the special one, but it's not lit. So, but you see how that lights up? Shows who I've been hit. The same is true here. I always thought that was nice. It only lights up for a second, but it's neat that the Rockwell computer can do that. It just lights for a moment and goes right out. I think there's a whole lot of other games that do that, where it only comes on for a second and then goes off.
Yeah,
after
turning
it
a light
finishes
bulb off
going.
and on, it's super high tech.
Listen, gosh, I'm trying to find goodness in this game.
You can't. We don't have any more left to sell. If you
No,
create
we have more Close Encounters.
Oh, do we?
Yeah, we do.
So you don't
We
want
have
too
more
many
of these.
people loving it, then we'll be in trouble.
We do have more of this. Actually, it's our most inexpensive game at $15.99. But with all the work we've done to this, it will never need work again. And it's a beauty. These give you 1,000. They're always 1,000 there, no matter what. These will go back and forth. See? Well, it's neat. It's basic, but great fun. Tony, rather than put white ones in here, has put orange ones in there. Isn't that nice? I think that's a really nice thing. Let's get them to pop up. Which one moves them up? There we are. Isn't that nice? Orange down the center instead of traditional white. He's done a very nice job on this. Basic game. Now, let's stumble over here. Listen, tomorrow I've got this World Cup soccer. I've got a haunted house. Look at how beautiful. The bonsai run is coming. Guess what's coming? A brand new Williams plastic set. Williams. It is not a repro. It's an original Williams. I found one. And we have new ramps coming in, too. We got 2 Arctic Thunders coming. But this, another Terminator, but it's our last one. We had a lot of these. Boy, oh boy, we had a lot of these. This is getting shipped out. This poor fella has been waiting and waiting. But he's going to wait no longer. Come back here, friend. I didn't say walk this way. I said come back and look. Wells Gardner television set. We still have to vacuum this out. Brand new power supply. We've recapped the monitor with all new parts. I wanted to show you something. Underneath here, there's actually flash lamps. Gosh, I don't think you can see them here. But up here, we have 912s that flash through the mirror. And it's really sharp because they put this explosion look on the screen. It's really pretty nice. And look, the flip side of a blackout. Frank, you've been working on this all day, haven't you? All day.
No.
Look what we do.
You mean in between making sales and fixing other stuff
we
and
sold a lot of
answering the
stuff today.
phone and making
Man,
following you around with a
business
camera?
is booming.
Yeah, it's been all day.
Yeah, it's been all day. And we're going, it's Tuesday night. Tomato rice soup. Yes, we are. Look, I wanted to show you though. The Blackout's got 2 brand new flipper coils, brand new plunges and links, brand new Endostроke switches. Obviously, you have to rebuild these. This thing is going to be like new. And Frank has taken apart. Look at how nice and shiny this is. The drop target bank. Does anybody else take these apart, Frank?
Take it apart, scrub
No,
it,
they
make
don't.
it look nice. And we can see something that's been serviced already and
Yes.
something that hasn't.
Yes. Now look right here. Frank has added this. We've lit up the hole with a color changer. That is a color changer, right, Frank?
Yes.
It is. So this has been added. You'll see that when the game is done, which will be tomorrow, right,
I
Frank?
plan on taking all day on it tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Well, I don't really do
Frank.
play field, so
Look, Turtles in Time and Turtles. 2 in 1. Let's go and have soup. Good night. Good night. Now buzz off!